Hello everyone, this is Cari for Redesign with Prima, and today I'm going to show you how I made these beautiful cameo inspired ornaments for the holidays. I'm using brand new molds, some tips and tricks with resin, and some of our favorite art mediums, of course. Now I've already mixed my clear resin, and I'm adding just a few drops of the nude liquid acrylic paint. This is sort of an opaque colored paint, so that's the look I'm going for, and I love this beautiful pink hue. Of course, for the cameo part, you want to mix it really, really well. Just a few drops go a really long way. The more you add, the quicker the resin will set up in the cup, just to let you know. Now I'm just carefully pouring into the molds, and you want to make sure your molds are as level as possible so that they come out nicely and evenly. Now I end up mixing not enough resin for this. I didn't have enough for the top ornament, but I do end up casting that as well. And I do use some of the leftover resin in the cup for the little bits in this Noel Elegance mold. The Noel Elegance mold has sort of a concave beauty to it, so you can put little things inside. I'm just using a little blowtorch here just to get rid of some air bubbles. Just want to move quickly, don't hold it over the resin for too long. And here they are. I love this earthy pink color. It's very soft and pretty. I do have a little bit of over pour here at the top of the ornament, so I do end up showing you how to remove that, which is really easy. Let me know if you guys have tried any of the liquid acrylics in the resin yet. It's really, really fun. There are so many different colors to choose from, so many color options using these beautiful paints. Now I'm taking out the little tiny pieces, the little bow and the little snowflake, and I do end up doing the smaller little pieces there with white fast cast resin. And I use the Winter Barnstead Decor Mold as well, which is also new. So just a couple little elements from that as well. Now I use nail clippers just to remove any of the excess. It comes right off. And you know, the resin's not 100% cured yet, so it's still very soft. So you want to do this as soon as you demold. It's much easier. And you can see the concave areas in there that I was talking about before. It's really cool. We're going to make little shadow box sort of things in our ornaments using these castings here. So I'm taking some burnt sienna and I'm misting it with a little bit of water, and I do end up misting the mold castings as well. This is with the fast cast resin, like I mentioned, and it just helps move that paint around. Now I don't want complete coverage, and I want these to be very, very light, just like a cameo. So I go in with my brush that's wet and then just get into all the little grooves and little details, because I want that paint to go into those little crevices so that they stand out a little bit more once it's dry. Now this is a part where you can add as much as you want, and then what I do is I go in and remove some of that with a baby wipe. So if it gets a little bit too dark, then I can just remove it. If I remove too much, you can go back in and add more, of course. So this just highlights all of those pretty little details that are there. I love that bow, by the way. And here I'm just going in with the baby wipe and removing the excess to make sure they're not too dark. And it still leaves some of the paint behind in those little details so that they still come to life, but it's not overpowering. So that's the look I was going for, the cameo look I was going for. Now I'm going to do the exact same process on the ornament blanks. So here you can see how they all have little indentations. Like I said, they're concave. So these are really fun to make your own little shadow box type of ornaments. And that's exactly what we're doing with the cameo style. But you can do these in any colors that you want. And I'm just going over the ornaments very, very lightly. I can remove with a little baby wipe if I want to, or with the brush, and mist with a little more water. It depends on the look you're going for. I just wanted it to highlight all of those really delicate, beautiful little details in these ornament castings. Now you guys always ask me what the backs look like. So the backs are very plain, but I decided to do something really fun. We have these brand new Kasha foil transfers that we've also released. This one's called Golden Tidings. It has little words and poems and songs. And the other one has more images. It's called Holiday Heirloom Foil. Now I'm going to tell you, I had so much fun using these, and I think they added so much elegance to the back of these ornaments. And a lot of these little images you can cut out and place inside the ornament if you want to, but I wanted to decorate the backs. I just wanted to show you something kind of fun, a fun way to use these foil transfers, and they went on like an absolute dream. So I'm just going to cut out all of the little images that I want to put on the backs of these that I think will really dress them up and make them look really beautiful. And let me know in the comments if you guys have ever tried the foil transfers. They are just so easy to use. There's no halo. They go on like a dream, and the shimmering gold is instant beauty. There were so many fun options to choose from to put on the backs, to be honest. It was quite fun. Now here I'm just adding them, just like I said, very simply. I cut them out. You're gonna burnish just a little bit and then remove that top sheet to expose the beautiful golden patterns. And to be honest, they stuck to the resin like a dream. And there's no need to seal them. You can if you want to, but I just feel like when they're on a shiny surface, you really don't need to seal them. I think they go on perfectly, and they really, you would actually have a hard time getting them off. So be careful also when you're putting them on the backs that they're nice and straight and even. One of my ornaments I happen to do a little bit of crookedly, but that's okay. I love it anyway. And this has little bells and bows. Oh, I just love this image. Very vintagey, very fun, and very pretty, and they seem to suit the style of the ornaments. And this one has like a little sort of poinsettia. Oh, I love it. Now we're moving on to adding our elements to the middle of the ornaments. I chose UV resin. Now at this stage, you can certainly choose like a really, really strong adhesive, like a strong super glue. But since I was going resin to resin, I felt like a little bit of UV resin was actually in order. So it's a little bit of UV resin goes a long way. I just use tiny little drops. Now you have to cure this resin with a little UV light. I just got an inexpensive one off the internet, and it does the trick. So I check them in between times. I do 90 seconds per ornament, and then I check to make sure if it's okay, and if I feel like it needs to go in for another 90 seconds, I do that. So again, I'm just putting a little tiny drop on the little tips of my mold castings where I know it's going to touch the ornament base, and that is it. So it was really actually easy. After it goes in the UV light, it instantly sets, and then you can move on to your next steps. And here I'm adding another little element, that little swag, little pine swag with berries to the middle of that one, and a little bow on the top. So again, this was just so fun to put together. This is sort of the fun part. If you haven't tried UV resin, it's very, very simple. Just read the instructions from the manufacturer you get it from and go from there. It's really that easy. I do have another video coming up soon where I use more of this UV resin, so I'll give you additional ideas on using it. And here they are. They're all put together. That resin dried so fast. You could probably use drops of the fast cast resin to do this, but you will see the white. So the clear UV resin really was a great choice. And here are all the backs with my foil transfers, and I think they look so pretty. Just a little fun element. So now I'm going in to highlight every detail. So with cameos, you typically have brass or gold that goes around the cameos. So I decided to highlight some of the details on the little mold castings in the middle of the ornaments, like the berries in the center of the bow. And I do like some of the little branches too, just the centers. And I use my little Finnebear brush because I can get into all the little tiny details a lot better rather than using my finger, of course, because I think I would smudge it everywhere. So this little fine brush really helped me to put this decor wax in the areas that I wanted it and not where I didn't want it. So it was actually kind of fun. This is a very relaxing part, and the gratification is almost instant. The Eternal Gold Wax by Redesign is so saturated and so vibrant and so beautiful. You'll see a lot of our artists use it on furniture as well as their smaller home decor projects. And of course, I've used the decor wax on ornaments before. I just love the instant shine, and it usually takes about 24 to 48 hours for it to really fully cure on your surface. So once you're done using it, just set them aside and let them rest for a bit. And here I'm going in on the sides. Now the side part where there's little tiny details, I go in with a brush, and where there's a little bit more, I just take my finger and just lightly smooth over the wax over those little beautiful details. So this is another opportunity too. If you want to use a different color wax, maybe you want to go in with copper, or you want to go in with a green, the sky's the limit. Anything you want to try is going to look wonderful. But again, I went with gold just to keep with the traditional look of a cameo. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you would try this, it was really so fun. And I think sometimes the simplicity of your ornaments really do shine through on your trees. You know, some things could be more ornate and sometimes simpler. I went with this warm, earthy pink tone, just thinking that it would look amazing against, you know, a green tree. Here again, I'm just going in with all of those little details on the side. The brush really helps me to, you know, highlight some of those details that I really absolutely love. And it's amazing how much they come to life, because you don't even realize how detailed these are until you do something like this. And I'm really pleased with how they turned out. I just am so impressed with the amount of details that Redesign put into these molds. They're just so delicate and beautiful. Let me know if you guys have any questions during this video, and please ask in the comments. I'm happy to answer if I missed anything, or if you want a little bit more detail or knowledge about anything that I've used, I'd be happy to do that for you. I decided to add just a tiny bit of gold to his antlers, to the deer antlers here, and just in between some of those branches on the tree. Not an awful lot, just enough to give it a little bit of shimmer and to bring the whole look together. And here is a final look of all of our ornaments with the decor wax, highlighting out all the pretty little details. Now, I did end up adding a beautiful green satin ribbon to the top. I just tied it in a knot. I just kept its perfect length for hanging the ornaments on the tree, and that was it. I really kept it very simple. Here I kind of bunched them up so they wouldn't interfere with the look of the ornaments, but it's just a simple knot at the top. This ribbon was really pretty addition, but let me know in the comments what color you would have chosen. And here they are, all finished. I really appreciate you guys watching today. Please stay tuned, because we have loads and loads more tutorials coming your way, making brand new ornaments for the holiday season. Thank you so much. Have a great day.